Welcome to another edition of Household Farmer. Now where I'm going to show you the eggs of these land snails, and I'm going to place them into another tub to keep them segregated from these snails. Right, as you can see, my two snails are sitting here doing nothing much. However, if you go to here, and I will show you, in the soil there are eggs, and there's quite a lot of them. Now the idea is now I've got to get these out before they start hatching. Now these ones have actually been in here a week or so time is not on my side. So what I'm going to do now, I'll show you now. I have a tub already prepared with soil. Now here I will put these eggs in. So what I'll do now is I've got a little shovel here which I've stolen from my son. This must be a sand pit, and I've got to try and excavate a little bit without damaging too many eggs to find how far back these snails have laid their eggs. Right, so I'm just excavating. Oh, this one's going quite far back. Right, the problem with this is, number one, is sometimes this soil at the bottom has got a bit too dry. I do not get all these eggs out. Unfortunately, I'll lose a couple, I'll crush a couple. It's not the best tool for the job, but it's the way I have been doing it for a while and haven't managed to invest anything. But by shoveling them out and putting them into this clean tub, I've created, you know, I get them segregated. I can live with a few losses of eggs. Okay, now as far as I know, they go this far back. Having some of this dry soil shifted. Right, there's one egg there. I don't really want to do that. But if I just put that into there, like so. Right. I know that those eggs are there. Eggs are there. Now I've got to try and push out another section here. I want to see how close to the edge these eggs go. Right, now I'll try and do this mainly in one scoop, but this is impossible. Like I said, I will lose quite a few eggs in this process. But I've got pretty much most of them here. Now these eggs is probably about, say, 100 odd eggs in this pile. I'll just place them there. They will remain relatively under that soil, and then that's all of them. Oops, that's all of them there. Brilliant. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll scrape this compost back over. Snails don't have feelings like us. Once they've laid and buried their eggs, they tend to not worry about them again. They just wander off and carry on. If they come across the eggs again, the chances are they'll probably consume them for calcium, protein. So I've got the eggs into this tub. You can't really see them. They're now relatively buried. Well, there you are. There's some there. I'll try and keep them under the ground as much as possible. There we go. I will just leave them like that. I'll give them a bit of water. Squirty bottle, normal water. Just to give them a bit of moisture. And that is all I'll do now. I will leave that and make sure that they're moist daily. Okay. So move them out of the way. These snails now, they'll get a squirt of water too. In here, like so. Try and moisten that up a bit. I'll probably tip some more water in there properly a bit later on. But I'll just give them a bit of moisture now to keep them going. Lid back on. Away they go. Now, here, in the words of Blue Peter, is what I made earlier. Now, here we have some young snails which I hatched out some older eggs recently, a few weeks ago, and I've placed in this. Now they've grown up, they've eaten their eggshell, they can take food. I've got a couple of bits of cucumber, calcium powder on the top, and if you look there, I have a young snail. Now they don't hatch out at this size. This is grown since I've had them. They hatch out very small. This is actually a dead snail in here. I'll show you about the size they hatch, which is that small there. That's just a bit of shell. The snail died ages ago. You're never going to have 100% rate, so but leave that in there. They'll absorb them as calcium, the dry cells. Well, these have grown in a matter of weeks. So this is about 3 weeks old. This snail's about 3 weeks old now, and it's about the size of my index finger's nail. So that's the rate of growth you're thinking about getting. As they get bigger, they slow down a little bit. So we keep this moist as well, and spray this daily. And these really constantly eat fresh food, like cucumber, lettuce, pretty much anything you can find vegetable wise. And there we have it, the next stage. Please join me again soon, but I will be talking to you about feeding snails different stuff. I'll be doing a purge using hemp seed, which will help them get rid of any bacteria, and basically hope to speak to you again soon. Thank you very much for your time, and please join us again soon. Bye.